15.
Oh, geez.
Which is kind of cool. He's got it all scratched up with like hash marks of how many zombies. He's got all kinds of stuff on it.
Well, why can't we just call it art? And then if you're, taking my podcast down, then you're suppressing the art world, and that's just not right,
Well, I think you can pull apart the upper from the lower and show that, can't you?
Whatever part serialized is the firearm, so I would imagine you can show anything that's not the firearm itself. Of course, YouTube wouldn't see that. It would just see the lower part of a gun and bop you, or the upper of it. Well, no, because I don't know. I've never actually shown any live since all the new stuff has kicked in. But
okay, how about this?
There you go.
I color filled that myself. What a pain in the dick. I mean, ass. If I was to do it all over again, I'd pay the extra $30 and have it already done. Because it cost me another $15 in paint to do it, and then I had to do it and redo it, and degrease it and start over. Do it now.
Do it now. So, Travis.
Yo.
I have no topics for tonight, so
I got something I can kind of throw out there. But as for news and stuff, I'm not really seeing anything other than just
the
number of NICS checks, and
Oh, what about that giant explosion in Beirut? Did you see that?
Yeah. Do we know what the cause is yet? Or
no.
What was the facility that blew up?
I don't know.
Yeah, that thing looked like a freaking mini nuke going off.
It did. Big old giant
like
mushroom
white
cloud.
Yeah, I was like, what the? Yeah.
And that
shockwave. Unless that was just dust that was coming off of it, but
no, I don't know, man. It was. They said damage out to 6 miles from the blast. 2,500 people injured from the very beginning. There's probably more.
78 dead and 4,000 wounded.
Oh, is that what they're saying now?
Yeah. Well, that was 20 minutes ago from the Guardian news.
Yeah, when it first went off, they said 25 dead, 2,500 injured. And
I think about hearing loss from people after that too, man.
Oh my God! They said there were people walking through the streets like zombies, all like injured and stuff.
They just released it literally 1 minute ago from CNN. Thousands of tons of ammonium nitrate were stored at a Beirut warehouse for 6 years. An estimated 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate have been stored at a warehouse in Beirut for 6 years.
There was somebody that said earlier. They said, I've seen ammonium nitrate go off, and that's what it was before they even knew.
Was that squib?
It had been stored there. It's been whoever owned the facilities had been busted before for storing stuff there that was highly explosive, and it sounds like they went back and did it again.
And the building next to it looked like there was like fireworks going off, and I don't know if there was or wasn't, but then the building next to it is the one that just totally went up.
Oof.
And there's people filming like the original one because there's smoke billowing up, and they're all filming it. And when that thing went off, as soon as you seen the fireball and the mushroom cloud, they all fell over backwards.
Yeah, that's some crazy stuff. Well, we'll see what they find out and who gets blamed for it or what they say. So I don't know.
Right. It's still that Gravatar still don't work.
It's working for me.
I know it's working for Travis too.
Well, I put mine in quite a while ago. If you went into settings and you punched in, was it under settings and what profile?
Mm-hmm.
Type in your display name and then put your Gravatar email.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Oh well. Guess I'll have to go just be there at double XL or double large.
Are you signed into, like on the machine that you're on, if you're using Chrome, are you signed into the same Gmail account that has the Gravatar that you want?
Yes, sir.
Because sometimes that can like push you off to a different area, like a different Gmail account, even though you're signed out. But
I only have one Gmail account.
Ooh. I think I have about 8. Seriously. I have to like manage them for my family. My stepbrother's kid has one, and he wants me to keep an eye on that because he's trying to start a YouTube channel. And my dad has one. We had to get him one for his track phone, and he doesn't want to mess with it, so I'm responsible for it. And of course, I got all the YouTube ones that I got to use too. So it's tough being a bottom feeder. Nobody YouTube celebrity. So.
It's tough being a YouTube, a large YouTube celebrity like Travis P11.
So You gonna put a pistol brace on that Jimenez?
I'm tempted to hot glue a wooden spoon on the bottom of it and use that as like a stability brace, like a stability fin, because that would just tuck just right into my shoulder. That'd be awesome. No, I got the red dot coming tomorrow. I already filmed a part 2 today, but the red dot's not here yet. But I won't be able to paint the slide because I'm going to have to JB weld stuff to the slide. So if I do that, there's a chance that the paint's going to come off and the JB weld won't work. So I actually bought JB Weld super industrial super glue. I'm going to do this stuff outside of the house when I stick stuff on the gun. I do have my tack light, which is surprisingly bright. I had to go to the Dollar Tree to go get it. And the tactical blade attachment is really proving a challenge, but I did figure out a way to make it work. So yeah.
Ooh,
yeah. Yep.
I just found a Barta 92 mags in here.
Well,
nice.
There you go. So yeah, I'm pretty much inventing the perfect zombie killing machine is what I've done. So, and I gotta say, I didn't buy mine because I dropped about $2,300 in firearms over the last 3 months. So I thought I'm just going to use what I would go buy anyway, which is readily available. I know it kind of defeats the purpose, but it's what I would want to use anyway, just because I'm the only person that brags about this gun. So
Oh, I had one of those cheap ass tactical lights that I bought from Dunham's or something like 5 years ago. I think it was like $18. It's got like the slide switch on it. If it goes one side or the other, I was gonna put that on there.
Oh, have you decided what your main platform is going to be? Your fighting platform. I like to sound all tactical and magpul when I say that.
No, I got this old. I was telling Night Strike. I got this Nazi trainer single shot 22 that I got for free.
God,
but it's missing the bolt. That's when I posed a question to Matt the other night. I said, "Does it have to be functional?" Because I could bubbify this thing beyond belief.
You could, but if we had ways of making you talk.
I'd paint strudel on the side.
Oh, wait, that's Stasi. Never mind. That's the Stasi, not the Nazis. The Nazis, it's more like, we shall take over your army and rule the world. Oh yeah.
But I might. I've got a Remington 597 22 that I paid like $185 for, and I'm thinking about doing something to that. Ooh. So I don't know.
Well, it's going to be interesting for me is when I try to figure out how to fabricate a massive single stack mag. I'm basically going to sandwich the two springs on top of each other, but I'm going to bend the magazine open, and I'm going to take the base plate off the other mag, and I'm going to like JB weld the two mags together at the perfect angle. I'm going to have to like Dremel it. I'm using a Harbor Freight grinder, so that's like a $10 grinder. So I'm not using any expensive tools or anything,
And Jason snuck in.
Oh,
What's up, Stewie?
Jason, are you doing the zombie gun challenge?
Hello. Thanks for calling. How can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to order a Jimenez JA22 for my zombie gun challenge.
press 1 for Spanish.
Prima número uno para español.
Press 2 for Pig Latin.
All of our operators are busy.
And ein Berliner. What?
So you're a donut?
Exactly. Yes, I'm a big stuffy Bismarck.
Yeah. That's about right.
Just full of fluff.
Full of fluff.
Or my fluffy. I don't know, one of the two. It's the same thing.
No, that's Black Cat.
No, that's Ammo Cat.
Well, same thing.
No, Black Cat is.
Black Cat says I'm not fat, I'm fluffy.
Mm-hmm, exactly. Mom just says big bone. I prefer to use Husky. When I go get those corduroys in Kmart, I was in the Husky section, so I always thought that was cool. I like Husky,
I grew up in a really small town of 2,000 people, and we had like one clothing store called Kritzman's, and we'd walk in there, and
that just sounds itchy, dude. That just sounds itchy.
And the owner would look at me and go, "The Husky aisle is over there."
Oh,
thanks a lot.
Well, back then it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't.
I don't know. I don't
It wasn't
know.
really an insult, you know. I mean, it was
my
just
response
implied
would have
that.
been, thanks, Dad.
Yeah, right.
Small, medium, large, and husky.
That's right.
Yep.
Now we got Tractor Supply.
There you go. There you go.
There we go.
Tent and awning.
Well, now we just do it like civilized people. We have small, medium, large, XL, XXL. You know, it's and then we have the big and tall stores if you really want to feel catered to. So yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a male Lane Bryant.
Mm-hmm. Men's Warehouse.
I'm gonna have to go buy some new suits after this COVID-19 kilogram weight gain.
There you go. Look at the COVID-19. The COVID-19, right? Yeah.
The 19 kilos. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So Jason, what's new, man? How you doing?
Well, doing pretty good. Not a whole lot new.
He stayed up too late Sunday.
Oh, did you do the 5-hour stint with the closer or what?
Yeah, what do you? It was kind of late, but I didn't really even have any effect from it on Monday.
Oh, nice.
Good deal, man.
Well, the closer wasn't closing; it was closed. So Rich.
Oh yeah, that's right. We didn't. Yeah, I forgot that he didn't. Yeah. I went to bed, man. I was in bed by like 9:30.
Yeah.
Rich took it to last call.
Oh, he certainly did. And we were last calling it, weren't we, bud?
He did.
And then the after chat went to all hours of the morning.
See, that's what you should do is just say, okay, we're done, and you guys can sit around and listen if you want, but we're not going to look at the YouTube chat anymore. We're just gonna have our own little thing, you know.
All right, so it is 9 o'clock. Let's wrap this up, and let's have a structured chat.
Back on course.
Did you say it's 9 o'clock?
It's 9 o'clock.
Well, no, it's only 6. Oh, no, it's only 8 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Eastern.
It's in the Travi time zone. It's only 8 o'clock.
No one cares about the Travi time zone.
Okay, well, you know what? It's past your bedtime, Night Strike. So why don't you just go to bed and I'll take over.
Right. You know, I thought about that, but
well, can't the Travi warp time? So we're all on the same time?
Yeah, you're all in the Travi time zone. Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
which is also known as Central Time because everything rotates around us like the Earth, which is flat.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Moderator.
All right. So, welcome all to Hit or Miss. I'm your host, Night Strike, and this disagreeable bunch that wants to argue with me.
Don't you sass me, Night Strike.
You're not the boss of me.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got a disagreeable panel this evening, so I have no idea where we're going to go. So let's introduce everyone, and then we can start arguing. So first up, we've got the Moomer himself, 2 Live Moo.
The Moomer. Now I'm not disagreeable. I'm agreeing that you don't have anything to talk about.
Yeah.
Ooh, Guns and Barbecue's here. Spare rib video dropped today.
Oh, seriously?
Oh yeah.
What? How did I miss that? I'm subscribed to you.
Did you click the bell?
Well, it's got guns in the title, which is why I don't get the notification, I suppose. But yeah,
Probably.
Yes, I have the bell match for all you guys, man. My phone's lighting up like a Christmas tree anytime you guys go live.
All right,
I love you for it. But,
right. Get back on course. Get back on course.
Moving on. Next up, we've got everyone's favorite coffee channel, Travis P11.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Yes, and Night Strike was talking about my B channel, which is called Coffee, Computers, and More. And then you can check out my A channel, Travis P11, and we talk guns and ammo on our little podcast that we do Saturday morning at 8 a.m. It's called Caliber Corner. Make sure you check it out. And thank you for the invite, sir.
Yep.
That's really early.
Yep.
You should join us, Moo. I can give you a wake-up call if you want one.
Okay.
All right. Next up, we've got Jason Stewart. What's going on, Jason?
Oh, what's going on, buddy? Just whatever it is, don't blame me for it.
Nope. You're not getting blamed. You're the GunTube MVP of the year. You're not getting any blame.
Great, because I'm guilty.
And next up, we've got Guns and Barbecue. Oh, yeah. Don't watch his videos. It'll only make you hungry.
I think Night Strike's still a little sore from Gizzard Gary's chat Saturday, but it's understandable. But thanks for the invite.
Yeah. By the way, I reserve the right to boot your ass if you make any joke like that.
I already told you no cat jokes. I promise.
Just don't be at fault.
Uh-oh.
And NY Outcast jumped in, and then he jumped out. I don't know. He's probably having connection problems because, well, the New York internet, it's not fully functional yet.
Anytime you say guns, they pull the plug on you. So yeah,
yeah, you know.
Oh no, it's every time you say New York.
True. So, you know, not a lot has gone on since the last time. You know, we had hit or miss. There's a lot of news. There's just, you know, there's some news, but it's not good news. It's kind of half and half. I really don't want to talk about it tonight, so we don't really have any topics per se. Travis says he might have one or two things to talk about. We might tap that and go with that, but yeah, I'm looking in. Well, yeah, the news is there. I don't like it. So, Travis, I'm gonna have to ask you.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to tap one of your backup topics.
Well, do you want to go to the whole Beirut thing because we just got the news flash on that like a minute after we went live or a minute before we went live?
You know what? Why don't we talk about that?
Yeah. So we had that explosion in Beirut today. I think a lot of us saw that on the news. They were saying that there was 2,000 up to 2,750 tons of what was it, ammonium nitrate? Is that what we said?
Yeah.
That was being stored in that building, and I guess the building owners had been cited before for improperly storing chemicals in it. But I mean, and let's see, Moo, you were saying that. What were you saying about the explosion?
Well, it looked like the building that was already on fire that was right next to it. It looked like there was like some fireworks going off, and that's what they're saying. Oh, it was a fireworks explosion. But when that thing went off, there was no way that was fireworks.
No, you were saying that people that have seen ammonia explosions before, ammonium nitrate explosions.
Ammonium nitrate, yeah. And you have to mix it with petroleum to make it do that, like the Oklahoma City bombing. And that thing went up like a mushroom cloud. There was no sparklers or anything going off, and it was damage out to 6 miles. They heard it up to 150 miles. They said, and you had the latest casualty count.
Yeah, 78 with 4,000 dead, which doesn't seem like a lot.
4,000 injured.
4,000 injured and 78 dead. Yeah.
Now, was this from a peaceful protest?
I don't think there was anything going on.
You know, if they got a facility that's not designed to properly hold chemicals, there's a million things you can run into, especially when you start talking old buildings. You got electrical problems you can run into, and sparks, and you know, gas leaks, and God knows what. You know. So hopefully we find out that there's not a lot more for fatalities, if more. Hopefully, no more. And
but yeah, if you haven't seen that explosion on video, man, you got to check it out.
I mean, it seriously looked like the atom bomb testing. I mean, it was.
Oh
yeah.
Duke, turn your camera off. There we go. So Ian jumped in at last minute. What's going on, Duke? You're muted.
Not much, man. Sorry to jump in last minute.
Yeah, well, you're here now. So we're talking about the whole ammonium nitrate explosion in Beirut. You heard about that, right?
Yeah, I saw like a couple of videos. I guess if that's what you want to believe.
Yeah, that was a bomb, man.
Yeah,
because the ammonium nitrate don't go off like that unless you mix it in a certain ratio with petroleum products. Usually, it's kerosene or diesel. I grew up in a farm community. We used to use that to blow stumps out of the field.
Oh, geez.
So that's what I need to use.
Mm-hmm.
See, us Nebraskans just use like a backhoe and a dumpster or a bulldozer or whatever, you know.
Or 30 pounds of tannerite.
Hey, no, or you just use a stump grinder, go rent it from the Home Depot, you know.
Well, somebody's claiming that there was an attack because one of the generals got taken out, or somebody got taken out in Beirut. and
There
so
you
that they were
go.
saying that it was an assassination. It was over the top of an assassination. Make a statement, but we'll see. I mean, it's too early right now to
Mhm.
other than just looking at the video and saying, that don't look like just an accidental
Yeah.
explosion.
No, there's no way.
Yeah,
I
I
mean, it's
just now
so
watched it.
huge.
Yeah.
Huge is the word. Yeah, that's
Isn't that
Yeah,
crazy?
And
wow.
like how they're so far away and it blows up, and then they feel the impact like 10 seconds, 15 seconds later.
Oh, yeah.
That it looked like it somewhat looked like a Moab.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I mean, it's nobody's talking and saying, like, nobody's claiming responsibility yet, but who knows?
Mhm.
What I just saw, like maybe it was a second explosion or something. There was already
A fire
a
going.
fire in a cloud, and then the big boom went off. And wow, I'm surprised that's not the other way around. 4,000 dead.
Mhm.
That's a big one.
Yeah, and I mean, if anybody has like counterterrorism, even just watching a TV show, you know that a secondary explosion is always the one that gets all the first responders.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking too.
One goes off and it's not as big, and then everyone. I mean, you're going to have heroes rushing to the scene to help and to take care of people, and then boom, the second one goes off. It's like just like an IED on a smaller scale. So that's my, just dude looking at a video.
Right.
But hey, man, there's no way I'm thinking that that's just an accident.
Mm-mm.
Are they at war with anyone right now? Or is it peaceful?
I haven't heard about anything from Beirut for years, man.
Right.
Somebody from a personal party that was taken out. So it's the inner war with between parties in the Beirut government. So you've got to look at that and see, did somebody just elevate, the war of attrition?
When this just happened? This just happened here like this evening?
Yeah, just a few hours ago, I think.
Hours ago, yeah.
Wow.
That's awful.
Almost looks like there was like a night strike or something. Just went off.
Okay. Let me be clear. Let me be clear. Night Strike 1 and his affiliates have in no way endorsed violence or have any relation to the violence or the explosions that have happened in Beirut.
And it happened in the daylight, so it's impossible to be a night strike.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. So
Unless it was Central Time.
it happened in the daylight. They've got pictures.
It was daylight there for a millisecond, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
It was extra bright.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Yeah, man.
with that, I'm kind of out of options.
All right. So here's something I want to talk about. I was thinking about this when we were coming back from the store this evening. Okay, so ARs are moving up into what is the least expensive price you guys are seeing for an AR online? I don't want to say locally because everybody's got somebody that knows somebody that has one, but online, what are we talking? I mean, I know Bear Creek is $900. PSA is what, $799? Is that right? $799 for the least expensive, like just carbine, AR-15 carbine.
Yeah.
AKs, if you can find one. I mean, I was seeing Wassers
Over
for $800 mark, $1,000.
Yeah.
So is this the time, if you're looking for a gun and you've got money for a gun, would this be the time to go get that $700 or $800 gun that you wanted, but maybe wasn't a priority because there were other guns you were looking at? Like maybe go get that lever gun now that you want for $700 or $800, or go get that nice bolt action because those are probably going to be in stock once you get away from the black gun market. I mean, you've got a lot of other options that are actually in stock, or nice over under. I'm not trying to say go FUD. I'm just saying that add to your collection now.
Mm-hmm.
What, instead of go get that AR-10 that's now $1,200 that was $600 2 months ago, go buy a nice whatever,
Yeah.
Well, it depends on how you look at it. Is this going to be a game changing next 6 months to year, where things continue to rise in price? Is Biden going to take the election where where now those $900, $1,200 ARs are now $2,400, $3,000 ARs because you can't get them anymore.
But here's the thing, like from an investment standpoint, okay, so you go get that $900 AR, but you could have got that $900 lever gun. You're right. I mean, it's almost like you're betting here. If Trump gets reelected, what's going to have a higher resale value? Because
I get that.
You're going to see the prices tank on ARs, and guys are going to be trying to get their $900 back, and then you're going to see, PSA and Bear Creek and these other companies start doing the $450 AR again because there's going to be a glut. I don't know.
I guess the better question is where are you at? Do you have like one or two ARs and you're looking at your third or fourth? Then I would definitely go after the lever gun. This is the time to go after lever actions. This is the time to get in the revolver game.
Oh, hey, by the way, 3030 is pretty much in stock where I'm at everywhere. You can buy it everywhere from the local gas station to the I know I try not to support Walmart anymore for ammo, but they have 9 or 10 different varieties of 3030 right on the shelf, plentiful with no limits at Walmart. And other calibers like 243, 270. I think 308. They had 308 in stock. They even had like Tula of all things in 308 just sitting there. So I mean, there's other calibers that you could look into spending your money on.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I think it's just where you're at. I think it's just where you're at and what you have. If you're going for your third AR, probably wait and go for the different options. If you don't have an AR, this may be the time to jump in and maybe bite the bullet if you've got the funds and maybe eat that cost of the difference. I think it's important to have one.
Or do a build and save a couple $100.
Yeah.
That'd be
get really good with a lever gun. I mean, it's personal choice.
Yeah, the strip lowers, you get for $50 are now going for $80.
Oh, I'm looking at washers right now. They're $900 for a Century Arms Wasser GP. Gosh, the Pioneer Arms one that was like a $699 AR. They're asking $1149 over Classic. Classic, shame on you for doing that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know it's a business. You can charge what you want, but that's insane, guys.
I was looking at a Zastava yesterday for $1,200.
Oh, like an MPAP or whatever.
It looked pretty sweet. Had all the orange furniture on it and stuff. It was pretty cool.
I think the game is arms list. I think if you can really take the time to go through arms list and scour deals, this is a great time. I've had a lot of luck. I picked up a P229 SIG for $400 yesterday.
Ooh, did you get a 40?
Yeah, I'm gonna put a 357 SIG barrel in it.
Oh, nice.
I got it for $400, man.
You see, CDNN was selling the SIG certifieds for $400 to $450, well, $400 to $500. For the longest time, I was going to pick one up, but I was busy buying, and I bought the AKV and I bought my Henry and I bought an over under.
Yeah, and I think it's I've been listening to you a lot, and I picked up the Ruger Ranch in 5.56.
Oh yeah,
Ruger American Ranch for $400 with a threaded barrel.
By the way, Duke, I posted that gun deal that you and I got on that ammo for $249 on Classic, and I got reamed. Gun deals, I love to go there to look at stuff, but they are the grumpiest group of commenters I've ever seen in my life, man. I mean,
really?
People are like, you got ripped off. Oh, so much for get bent over pandemic prices. Okay, now go find a case of 762 by 39 lead core, by the way, not bimetal, lead core Wolf, and tell me what they're going to charge you for it. You can't find it, right? I don't feel bad now. I mean, it was only $50 more than what a basic case of 762 by 39 was going for, and this stuff is quality, man.
That was months ago, and I said, well, we're going to pull the trigger because I'm telling you, it was going to run out, and it did.
Yep.
And and I tell people now, I know people are complaining about the prices, but if you buy what you can when you can. My gun shop still has 9mm. They're letting you walk out with just one box a day. And I go in there like twice a week, 3 times a week. I pick up a box here, a box there. And man, I'm not going to stop. And even if it goes up a little bit, I'll still buy what I can when I can because I'm concerned. And that's it.
Well, I just did an arms list deal today on a old Smith and Wesson 469. I was showing Travis and Night Strike before the stream started. Got it for $300 with 2 mags and 2 grips.
Bingo. I mean, you picked it up.
Yep.
Yeah, you bought it. So yeah, look, I mean, there's some deals out there. The unemployment has ended. I'm not trying to be a sleazer on that, but a lot of people made poor decisions, I think, or some people are in a bad place. If you're in the game to pick up guns at this point, and hey, it helps them hopefully. But hey, you could pick up guns and really do some things that are well. I've liquidated some collectible stuff and gone more to the ammo and guns. And if you find the right deals, everybody wins. They get cash, you get a gun. So that's the way I look at it. Arms list is going to be where it's at for the next while. Retailers are going to be drying up.
Yeah,
I'm on there twice a day.
Yep, and it's fun. And you find the right people, you can get a good deal. And hey, I've unloaded guns.
Same here.
A year ago, I bought a house and I needed some cash, and we were going to do some improvements and the big move, and I unloaded some stuff, some collectible stuff, and did really well. It helped me move and get a house and everything. So those are important times. So it's a good way. Guns are a great investment for times like that. And now, if you bought that $500 PSA, now it's time to maybe cash in on that. If you've got 4, 5, 6, 7 ARs.
I'm looking over a classic right now. Diamondback DB15 is selling for $800.
Oh, yep. Jesus!
Yeah,
and they were high. They were high anyway. I mean, for what they were. But I'm looking like some of these other ones. They've got one called R Guns KTA 15 semi-auto AR. They're asking $849 for it.
Yeah,
that's a brand I've never even heard of before.
Yeah, I sold a PSA last week for $500 and a Glock 17. So
you sold it for $5. Why didn't you charge $7? That's what they're normally going for.
For $500 and a Glock. So they gave me $500 cash and a Glock 17.
Oh,
which is worth $550 brand new, $600. Well, now you can't even find a G17. Good luck.
Yeah.
Arms list. My local, there's one here, G17. He's asking $400 for it right now.
Oof. Gen 3 or Gen 4 or what?
4.
Yeah, I would go buy that.
Yeah,
I've got one. I love it, man.
Yeah, everybody's got to have a Glock. So I'm moving away, but it's a good place.
Yeah, I got more than one.
Yeah.
So how is Arms List offering better deals? Have the prices not caught up with it like they have with Gunbroker?
No, they have. I think it's just it's an individual making a price on a gun.
Yeah, and there's some really ridiculous asking prices, and then there's like normal, garage sale price.
Yep, and then there's the guy who, for whatever reason, sometimes you just find really good deals, and if you know what you're looking for, you know how to be safe. I mean, the scammers are out there, and they're plentiful right now. On Arms List, you just have to know what a conversation looks like in a normal person, meet in a safe place, preferably I like meeting at a police station. That really takes it all the worry out of it when you tell some guy, hey, let's meet in the police station parking lot, and boom.
Yeah, our sheriff's department's got an e-commerce two parking spots right in their parking lot.
Exactly.
Well, that is sweet.
Yeah, and everything's on camera, and you don't have to worry about it. You meet up with a guy, you guys do the thing, and everything's good, and everybody wins.
And I like to exchange cell phone numbers so I can have like a half-hour conversation and talk about the gun. Like the guy I bought from today, we had like 2 days, and he's an attorney, and he just buys and sells guns. He was selling guns to get his Colt Python, and he needed this last $300 to put him over the edge to get his Python. So, and you can tell by talking to them if they're derelicts or not.
Yeah, I've had a guy ask me to, hey, can we do it without the paperwork?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
No, Mr. ATF.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and they're
I'm not going to jail, dude.
Yeah, and if they don't ask you if you have a CPL or, purchase permit or something like that, you just know something's hinky.
Yep.
Well, see, here in Nebraska, you could do a private handgun sale so long as the person has the concealed carry permit or the pistol purchase permit. You just have to. I keep track of the names and the numbers.
The same for us. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't, like when you say paperwork, you don't necessarily have to run it through an FFL. You should, in my opinion, just because it takes away the liability. And I've actually been kind of nipped in the bud before on that kind of a situation. But
I mean, for long guns, there doesn't have to be any paperwork in Michigan. For
Mhm.
pistols, you have to have all that. So it makes. And I'll be honest, I look at it as a chase. It's a lot of fun to have something that you're trying to get, and you got to work up to it. Maybe you start off with a shotgun, you trade it for a pistol. That pistol turns into a a better pistol, and then usually you have something that you can put up there, and you put like in search of, and somebody's got something in their safe that they don't shoot and don't like. And if you got a Glock
Right.
and you're looking for a Beretta, there's a Beretta guy out there looking for a Glock.
I think I'm going to sell my my zombie gun when I get it done.
There you go.
And
So-
hey, it's just the fun. It's the chase of it all,
So apparently, Armament and Axes jumped in when New York Outcast jumped out.
Oh.
I feel a little dehydrated.
The dehydrator.
What's up, A&A? Uh-oh.
We
You
hear
little
nothing but static. You know.
scratchy.
You know.
Dry.
How's better?
There it is. The dehydrator.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Like I said, it's hit or miss. And that's
It's
it was
Tuesday nights, 9:00.
It's
Yeah,
it's bro.
I get the notifications from you all the time. It's just if I find the time of the night, I'm like, I got the time though.
Well, good. Welcome. We're
Well,
just
thank
we're just talking about gun prices and where we think they're going to go right now.
Well, I just ran into an old friend of mine, and he told me he bought an AR. He's like, man, I'm new to this AR. He said I'd give $500 for it, 2 mags, and I don't know how much ammo. And he said he paid $500. It's an older DPMS, and I'm like,
That's a
Yeah.
good price.
yeah. I mean, and
right now, considering new ones are going, I've seen new ones go for like the lowest is a Delton you can get for like $673, and the high, but most of the other the mid ranges right now are going for like what $799, $800.
I don't know what the Ruger AR 5.56 is going for. That's the one I have.
I'm seeing
Seven,
locally
750?
800 around here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
$899.
$7.99.
Yeah,
I'm looking
$7.79.
I'm looking online, and if you look hard, you still might be able to get an AR for $600. But don't bet on that. You're most likely you're going to pay somewhere upwards to the 700s to the 800s. Unfortunately.
And I'll talk about that Oracle, those Oracles. That was the first AR that I ever bought, and I ran the heck out of mine. A couple thousand rounds through it, steel case, brass case, and it was good. It's an entry level AR just in terms of the fit and finish. But it'll do what you need it to do. I mean, it's fine. It's got a pencil barrel on it, but still, it'll work.
How high do you think the prices are going to go? You think they'll go 1,000
Oh yeah.
for a basic?
I think
Yep.
so.
Because
We'll-
look,
we'll go
everybody, all the AR market exploded, right? And everybody started getting into it, and the manufacturers started making them because you had the $1,000, $1,200 Colt, or build your own for $500. And that exploded this market. Are they foolish enough to drive themselves back up into that $1,000 market, and then people just stop buying them?
No, it's just supply and demand right now.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
like it's that shipping is slowing down. It's that not as many people are working right now in the logistics business right now. So all that has come to a halt, but the demand has got a huge sharp increase. As soon as they can get them back producing, it'll be different. But right now, the game is it's the supply and demand, and it's the spike we're gonna hear.
I was just going to say, you mentioned supply and demand. Do we see more companies maybe? I mean, let's admit, there's how many companies that make AR stuff, if not all the stuff you need to make an AR.
Now, someone explained it.
You also have to remember that Remington closed both Bushmaster and DPMS, so they're out of the game, period.
Okay, somebody
for now.
explained it to me like this, is that what is going to happen is that the manufacturers are going to hold until November. because and
Yeah.
that's why we're going to see this, is that somebody explained it to me, and it didn't make sense at first, but it does now. So they're going to hold until November, because if Trump wins, they're going to have another Trump slump. And then the demand will go way down, because now he's our boy, he's back in, we're good, presumably. Now, if Biden wins, I see this spike continuing for a longer period of time than if Trump won. In that case, then the manufacturers will then kick it back up a notch. They'll do more ammunition, they'll do more AR builds. But until then, I've heard that most of them will probably wait, because they don't want to do what they did last time, which was the Trump-Hillary, where they ramped it up, because they thought that there would be this huge demand from Hillary winning. But then Trump won, and the Trump slump happened. Now,
Well, and then you also had like the warehouses and stuff that were stocking up hardcore because they were expecting, you know.
Okay, so what are we looking at?
Okay, so I have a question on this firearm. What is the deal with that grip? Is that a Gen 3? Can somebody? I'm looking at this gun. I want to buy it. But I want to know what is the consensus on that grip? Is that altered?
That looks like a home stippling job, isn't it?
I'm looking at the whole
looks like somebody's.
That either looks like a home stippling job or a badly done stippling job.
No, it looks like a truck bed liner, spray liner, or something.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's a
slide.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look at the slide; it's the same finish.
It looks like they rhino lined it.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm
No,
not
seriously, that's what it looks like. Yeah.
Don't offer them. Don't give them what they want. You know,
I'm not gonna give them anything.
Don't lowball them. Don't lowball them. But if you
how much are they asking for it?
Well, I got them down to 4.
Does it run?
Yeah, but I wonder, is it grainy because of the picture, or is it really got rhino lining all over it?
That's what it looks like, man.
It looks like it's really got rhino lining all over it.
I would say,
although it kind of looks like.
Can't you send it back to Glock and have them fix it?
Yeah, there you go. Put it in the dishwasher. Yeah. It looks like it has grip tape on it.
Not even close. Before defense.
On the bright side, if
not even close. So I'm going to go through the list of those that have joined us today on the YouTube chat. We got Cowboy Hillbilly. He was first. Guns and Barbecue was second. You got Joe Zawala out there. You got Single Shot. Santa Hill Sweethearts out there. Scott P79. We got Warsaw Patriot. We've got Budget Guns and Gear. Who else we got out there? Jason Stewart's out there. And in here, he's pulling double duty. Blue Steel 44 is out there. Defense 62.
Double booty.
Mystic Guns is out there. Roland Cavellis is in Maryland right now.
Is he getting married?
No, he's one of our resident truck drivers. So, hey, Rollis, how you doing, buddy? We got Travis T out there. Hey, Travis T.
It's a travesty.
Member of the Travi Collective.
Yep. Defense Dad is out there. 2 Live Moo is pulling double duty.
Double.
NY Outcast is out there.
Booty.
Who else? Uh-oh. Uplift Mofo Party Plan, a.k.a. Clay, is out there.
Wow.
Double booty.
Armament Max
You guys
is
are
out
acting
there.
like I normally do.
AC97 is out there. Who else is out there? Anybody else?
Right.
C4 Defense is out there. All right. That's everyone that's out there on the YouTube side, okay? So I wanted to make sure you guys got your spotlight. Midnight Range is out there now, too.
I was going to say Pancakes is out there.
Midnight Range in the house.
I hope he's feeling better.
Travis
Sweet.
He got his limited edition GunTube Blue CLP today.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's a sweet one.
Yep. So I'll have more in stock soon if anybody wants some that wasn't able to get some before. I'll have more in stock probably towards the end of this week. So check out for that.
Sorry,
yeah. All right, man. We're just keeping it a hit, all right?
All right.
We're singing the hit, guys. Dude. We're singing the hit.
Thanks for derailing the chat, but
we're enhancing the chat, all right?
No,
right.
It's hit or miss, and those were misses. That's okay.
All I can say is All I can say is I needed to laugh tonight.
There you go. There you go. I'm a mitten axis. Hey, are we out of? I like to hit that high F, that falsetto. Nice, Rick. Are we out of GunTube lube or what? I see one piece in stock right now.
We only have one piece left. But luckily I'm getting more of those plastic bottles in towards the later part of this week. So once I get those in, I will start getting those back up on the GunTube store because I'll have more.
Do you fill those bottles of lube like I fill jelly donuts?
No,
Say fill or feel.
I actually use a funnel.
Well, so do I.
No, you don't. You just open mouth, insert donut.
A lot more fun with a funnel, though.
What are you talking about? Filling the donut? Not eating. Filling.
No,
nice.
Filling the donut.
Like pastry bag.
Right.
I don't want to know how you fill donuts. That's too much information.
I do it no-handed.
With a funnel.
It's
You take a
utterly
funnel, stick it in
ridiculous.
the donut, get a ramrod.
It's called the fun funnel.
So back to the lube. The closer we get to election time, I must say this: there's definitely gonna be a run on CLP. That's gonna happen, man. It's already bad right now trying to find that stuff in the stores. All these new gun owners going out there buying up everything. I can't even find patches sometimes. That's terrible.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, just save
owner.
your old T-shirts. They
Going
work
out
good.
there and buying up all the CLP,
I
all the
can't
ammo
even-
boxes.
Every time I go to go to Walmart, and I know it's Walmart, but every time I go, I look for break-free CLP. They don't even have it on the shelf anymore. They don't even have the sticker on the shelf anymore.
Yeah, our local Shield Sporting Goods stores, they're routinely sold out of CLP. You can buy other
They've got the
lubricants and
storage
stuff,
wipes,
but not the good
but
stuff.
They don't have CLP, and all they've got other than that is Rem oil. And I don't want Rem oil because Rem oil has Teflon in it. I don't want Teflon on my guns.
I think it's time we see GunTube lube on store shelves all across this country. That's what I think we need.
I would like to, but I cannot
Go commercial.
ramp up. I can't go commercial yet. No.
Have you guys ever heard of a stuff called cleanse oil?
No.
No.
I don't know if it's. I got what's left of a bottle of it. I'd have to look to see where it's
Is that what
made.
they
but-
give you before you get your colonoscopy? First line of shotguns and you know.
Have you ever had a colonoscopy? Yes, that's what they give you.
I'm 9 years out on one of those, thank God. So I'm hoping they have like a little robot I can swallow that'll take care of things by that point.
Oh, they have those.
Oh, thank God. Oh, good. Okay,
You get they have a camera that you can swallow like a big pill.
that works. Okay, I'm all for that.
Yeah, but it comes out your belly button like in
What?
Like in the Matrix.
like
You
in
guys
the
are
Matrix.
lying. No
You gotta
way.
dig it. Yeah, it does.
Oh my
they gotta
God.
pull it
You
out.
just pass it like a chicken nugget.
No, dude, that does not come out like no chicken nugget. I'm telling you.
You used to have an innie, now you're gonna have an outie.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They pull it out with a magnet.
I'll
Right
just
out
take
your
my
belly
chances
button.
and not get tested.
Yeah, there you go.
You could have said so many things, but that to that.
What?
Yeah.
Who? What? You guys
You won't get
Okay.
diagnosed. You won't get diagnosed if you don't get tested.
Exactly.
So it's
Yep.
a win-win,
There's less positive cases when less people get tested.
just like COVID.
All right, we're getting some video of. I'm not going to screen share it because it's the content of it is pretty bad. But there is some one of the guys out there on the YouTube side, AC97, linked one of the videos from Beirut.
Ooh.
Oh, down on the ground or what?
Yeah, it's ground level.
Yeah, they said they were walking around like zombies, all like in shock.
Dude,
and
people are
Yeah,
probably
because-
pretty deaf. I mean,
Because they're deaf, they're
Yeah.
gonna be like they're even if you're next to like a mortar shell or like
all
a
shell
tank round
shocked.
that goes
Yeah.
off, your whole body is messed up. Your organs are moved around. So what those people are
Oh,
going
wow.
through is gotta be devastating. I feel bad for all those innocent people that were around there right now.
Oh, for sure.
Because whatever
But-
crap, maybe this was an accident, maybe it wasn't, whatever. But there's a lot of innocent people hurting right now, and a whole lot of families that are in a bad shape.
Right. But here's the thing: if you do watch the video that AC97 linked, and I'm not going to delete it. I mean, if you want to watch the video, go ahead. But the thing to take away is look at what firearms the Beirut army is using.
I'm not watching the video. What is it?
Yeah, what is it?
Okay.
Hang on,
Okay.
I'm watching.
Hold on. Wait for
Go
it.
ahead.
It's the M16. They're
Well,
using
yeah.
M16s. So
Yeah, that's not terribly uncommon.
That's why they're overpriced.
well, we're selling all the M16s to Beirut. That's why they're going through the roof here in the United States. Oh my God!
Is that where they go when they put them up for sale on eBay? Oops.
Yep. There you go.
I'm still in a 30-round solvent trap. Yeah,
that's the XR16 bullpup.
Yeah. From what I've seen,
video?
What I'm seeing in the video, I really hope that the people that did get injured, I hope they get proper medical treatment, and I hope they get back to their families as soon as possible. But again, those that lost their lives, I'm sorry lives were lost. I will pray for them. Even if they're Muslim, it's fine. I'll pray for them anyways. But the issue is that it's not funny when somebody dies because of one of these situations, and I'm not going to laugh at someone's misfortune. Not like that. Not like this. Okay. If it's anything else, if it's maybe something funny, then sure, maybe I'll laugh. But not when it comes to people dying and losing their lives.
Just wait for some jackass, terrorist cell to claim responsibility or something.
Or if it or if it is an accident and it's negligent. And it's some horrible accident that could have been prevented.
That's what I was thinking. I heard that Hezbollah was storing some stuff in that area, and maybe something happened and went wrong.
I don't believe that.
We don't know. But
and who knows? It could be an accident, but guess what? Some jackwagon might want to claim responsibility for it.
Right.
Either way.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a sad day. It's a sad day. There's a lot of stuff going on right now in the whole world. A lot of people, even in the U.S., like I said, people going through hard times. Dealing with a lot of this is a whole new thing that people are dealing with now, and we got to remember that for them.
Yeah. Do you think that mushroom cloud? You think that would be like full of poison?
Never know.
And if you
be good for you.
With what they could shove into that bomb, it's like a chlorine bomb. You breathe that in, you're done.
And that could have been the vapor, burning up instantly or something when the explosion catches up with it.
Yeah, if you get a lung full of chlorine gas,
it's done. And it's like it's like in Syria. We remember in a couple of years ago when those chlorine bombs went off, and they were trying to figure out what the rebels did. They do it to themselves to make the government look bad, to gain support, all this horrible things. But at the end of the day, what did you see? A bunch of kids that got hit with chlorine bombs and had no idea what was going on, but they're laying there in the hospital, and it's just a terrible thing, man.
Do you?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, do you know what the chlorine gas does to your lungs? It's pretty much immediate pneumonia.
Yeah,
because your lungs try to flush it out.
And think about it being a third world country, how they have access to medical care, and at the end of the day, man, those people. I mean, I know it's a hard concept for people to understand, but at the end of the day, they're just like us. They're just people. They just want to take care of their family. They want their sons to grow up and marry pretty girls, and they want their girls to do great things, or whatever you want to look at it. And it's just a horrible thing.
Well, it's like was it? I think it was in Iraq. The Sunnis and the Shiites, one chemical warfare the other and killed all them people, and it's like, really? Over what? Religion?
Yeah.
It's
like the Protestants and Catholics going at it. If it similar to that, like in France in the couple hundred years ago. It's larger scale.
I've said it for so long, the Arabs and the Jews and Christians and just how many people have died over religion in wars. I mean, you look at World War II and what Hitler was doing with the Jews. Yeah, I get that. Concentration camps, but the way he was taking over and everything, no, he had to be stopped. Okay. But it wasn't about just religion, but over the years, look at how many people died in the name of, hell, look at the Crusades. You know what I mean? It's just, it's crazy when I really look at it. I was raised Christian, but I also am an American and you believe what you want to believe. And I'm not going to, doesn't matter to me. But to go out and just kill people because they have a different religious thought. What? Yeah, a lot of dead people. A lot of dead people.
That's pretty much the history of our world when you think about it. I mean,
but we've got to get to a point, and my hope was maybe this COVID thing is our moment. This was our Pearl Harbor. This is the moment where everybody joins together and realizes, hey, we're all in this together. We got to struggle through this. We got to work together. But I'm an optimistic person, but I've become very disillusioned by that in the past few months after seeing all of the division, and it's black versus white, it's BLM versus us or them, or it's if you want to wear a mask or you don't want to wear a mask, if you like Trump or if you hate him, and it's so divided, and I'm just disillusioned. I don't think this is our moment. This isn't where we come together and figure things out.
Here's an interesting thought. This planet's what, 4 billion years old or something, like 40. I don't know. Man has been on this planet a long time, and you look back at history, and this gets me about the cancel culture and wanting to tear down statues and whatnot. It's like, you might want to remember. We're probably going to repeat it if we don't.
Yeah.
And like you said, I would, this whole COVID thing, and honestly, where were the masks for H1N1 and SARS? It was just as bad and killed how many people? And I'm sorry, I'm thinking after the election, a lot of this stuff's going to change. But, like you said, you were hoping with everything going on, and we are divided, and we shouldn't be. And we're divided over a lot of dumb shit.
Yeah.
That is misinformation, media controlled, that, man,
they win. Those in power still win.
Yeah.
No matter what happens. And that's exactly what I believe is. I mean, the two-party system keeps us fighting each other and keeps us focusing on the pennies instead of the dollars. And we fight with our brothers and sisters. There's infighting. There's manipulation on our end, and it keeps us fighting with us. So.
Yeah.
So where do we go if Biden wins? What's going to happen? I mean, I don't see it happening, but God, I can't see the future. But
it'd be a miracle.
What if?
You want to pay attention to the VP candidate. That's probably going to be the most important.
Kamala Harris.
Whoever it is.
Yeah, because as soon as he gets in office, they're going to go, man, you're incompetent. You're saying crazy things that like you've been doing for the past 2 years.
Haven't they announced the running mate already? Has that officially come out?
He talked about Kamala Harris, but no, he's a puppet. He's a puppet.
I don't know, Duke. What do you think, Gretchen Whitmer?
Yeah, don't even talk about. Oh my god, I can't stand that lady. Oh man,
dude,
she is. I want to vomit every time I think of her.
She looks like Caitlyn Jenner.
Well, she is
Kamala Harris. I'm sorry. Okay, Kamala Harris.
She is really just ate it all up.
I'll just say this: that Caitlyn Jenner is Bruce Jenner, but he still looks better than Nancy Pelosi.
You mean skin stretched over an old skull?
Moonbat Skeletor.
And then you get Beetlejuice in there. That'd be a trifecta.
Oh man.
His VP candidate, like Travis said, is going to be the deciding factor. I think it's really going to push him over into the win. I'm still not convinced that this is going to be an easy win. I said 1,000 times before.
No.
I said Trump was going to win this unless the economy tanks. And, well, the economy's not doing so great. And I know it's because of COVID. And we've seen some really scary numbers come out in the past couple days. So I am not fully convinced this is going to be an easy win for Trump.
But COVID's all Trump's fault.
Well, I'm not saying it's going to be an easy win for him.
Oh, no, I know. I wasn't saying you. I'm just saying in general.
But, just because the economy isn't doing the greatest right now, but again, it's still far better than 2008.
Yeah, but a lot of people are out of work, and I think that no matter what, I mean, the ebb and flow, I get that to a point, but I think that there was a strong chance that he had that Trump was going to win pre-COVID.
Okay.
Now that this has happened, it's just different.
To anyone that's Democrat or independent that is listening to this, and I'm going to lay it out for you right here, okay? In November, don't vote Democrat or independent. They're not going to win.
Well, there's no good pick for VP right now. Everybody just said that. What if he picks Michelle Obama?
See, that's it. That's the golden ticket. If he picks Michelle Obama, he will win, because that is the nostalgic factor that the Democrats need. Remember when Obama was in and everything was okay and things were going great?
It was not okay.
I didn't say it was.
She said, I mean, I know she can change her mind, but she's not hinted at all that she was interested in it. Every time she gets asked that, she's like, no, I don't want to do it.
But if they play it up to her as she's the saving grace, then she may. I'm just saying, if you get that Obama name back on the ballot, that will get people to come out on that side.
What if he picks Oprah?
I was going to just say Oprah.
Well, doesn't that mean you get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car? You all get cars.
Might as well pick Will Ferrell.
I'm sorry, I had to make the Oprah joke.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I don't know. I think it's anybody's game right now. I think I can see both sides of the argument. I could see people saying, "Hey, Trump's going to win." Okay, I could see people saying, "No, Biden's going to take it." I am more unsure than I was 6 months ago.
Well, here's the thing. I am hopelessly optimistic that once this whole COVID thing expires, and I'm going to say expires like this, that the economy, and I am hopeful that everyone will get back to work as well.
Well, yeah, and
the economy will rebound, and everyone will get back to work. I am hopeful that once they do get some sort of stimulus, a second stimulus deal, I don't know what kind, I don't know how or what they're working on, but if they get something through, instead of saying let's not have anything, let's not do anything, because inaction pisses people off more than doing something.
Right, but they've already talked about businesses not coming back. I would like to think that everything is just frozen and we're just going to re-jump back.
We have to realize that some businesses aren't going to come back. You have to realize that. Okay,
well,
that's just how it is. But that doesn't mean that those people, can't eventually apply for a loan later on and start a different business later. That doesn't, it's going to suck for a while for them. But again, it's this is America. You persevere, you work hard, and eventually it pays out. Sometimes it doesn't, but you work until it does.
Yeah, they're predicting about 22 to 25% of the restaurants will not reopen.
Oh yeah, that's the problem with us being a service-based economy, like you said. I get that, and hopefully that's
another problem. That's another point. If anything, this pandemic has showed us that outsourcing all of our manufacturing to other countries because it's cheaper, outsourcing jobs to other countries, does not help us, especially with manufacturing. We used to make everything here in this country. Then we outsourced it to almost entirely to China, and look what happened.
Yeah. And hopefully we learn, and hopefully, but I don't think so.
I'm going to be hopeful and say, hopefully we'll start making some more things here at home. Yeah, it might cost us a little more because it's made here in the United States. But at the end of the day, I'd rather get it here and pay a couple dollars more than have it made in a country of which that gives two flying flips about my Second Amendment.
But that is a minority thought, that you're on the more minority thinking that way.
I understand that. I understand that.
Everybody bitches about small bit, like, we wish we had a grocery store in our town, but then when a grocery store opened up in our town, everybody wants to complain about the high prices, and they go back to the Dollar General or to the the Walmarts.
Okay, if you want to be a cheap ass and get sub quality things, go for it. But if you want quality, pay a few dollars more.
No, Nice Strike. They sell name brand stuff for more at the local mom and pop than they do at Walmart. I mean, that's just, people are just going to go where the prices are lowest.
I know.
Well, I'm
Well,
going
that's like when I go to my local grocers looking for big orders of meat. One, I go to them because I can go in there and say I need 100 pounds of chicken thighs or whatever the case may be, and they say, all right, what day do you need it? And I have it. And when I go to a new local grocer like that, the mom and pop ones, and I tell them, hey, I do weddings and parties and all kinds of things like that. And they'll say, oh, we can see about, getting you some wholesale prices. I'm not interested. I do this on the side. It's not a main source of income for me or anything like that. And I want you guys to make your profit the way you need to. That way you're still here when I need you. I was like, because if you guys close up, then I'm stuck with places like Walmart.
Exactly.
And I don't want to go to Walmart for my meat. One, I think it's sub quality of what I'm looking for. And again, I can't walk into Walmart and just say, hey, I need 100 pounds of chicken thighs on X day and expect them to have it.
It's the same reason why you got to support your local gun shop and pay a little bit more for ammo sometimes.
Exactly.
To make sure that they stick around, because I want them in the game for the long run.
Well,
that's what you got to do.
This is my thought on it. When did all this overseas stuff start? NAFTA. Ross Perot said it best. NAFTA, giant sucking sound, and that's when everything got outsourced.
Giant sucking sound. I remember that.
Yep. Night Strike's right, though. More people need to start thinking like him in Guns and Barbecue, because it's like this. Yes, it costs a little more, but when you realize you're investing back into America, it's like when I buy, cuts of meat, I try to go to the meat market. We do have a really good grocery store that gets Hereford beef, and it's mostly local. Walmart, all that crap, man, most of it's from Canada. You don't know where that stuff's coming from.
I've been starting to get a lot more of the beef and whatnot that I get. I've been getting it at IGA.
Yeah, well, our IGA here.
What is IGA?
International
Grocer.
Yeah,
is it Independent? I thought it was
Independent Grocers Association. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, like you were saying, okay, if for one of the things that, and anybody listening, don't get me wrong, one of the things that really has killed a lot of stuff in this country is unions, and unions think that people that do a job that's worth $10 an hour get paid $40 an hour, when you could train a monkey to do that job. I'm not being mean. I'm just that unions protect worthless people sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I grew up in Flint, so I know exactly what you're talking about when you're talking about how unions can destroy a whole town. Yep.
And then on some other times, it's the only form of defense some employees have against an unfair management.
When unions started, unions were great because they were working in terrible conditions, getting paid crappy wage. I get that. But then it went too far. And when you got to shut down the whole automotive plant because there's something on the floor that you might trip on, and you got to wait for the custodian, meanwhile, people making $40, $50 an hour, and we're talking hundreds, are waiting 20 to 30 minutes for this guy to come pick that up, because when you could have just walked over and picked it up and thrown it away and said, there, nobody's going to trip on it. Oh, no. I think taking that guy's job away.
Yeah, I think it's fair to look at it like a lot of things. I think there's some things that are great, some unions that are great, and there's some reasons why they're not great. I think in my experience with the automotive industry, things like that, I see one thing. But then I grew up in a household where my dad was in the union, and man, I had a really good childhood because he had a great job and he was protected and things like that. He was a good worker. We benefited from that. But I'm saying I think I see both sides.
Right.
I think like Travis was saying, is a good point. It does protect workers in some ways. But I think sometimes it's just over much.
From the educational perspective, many times the only way I'm going to get any legal protection, I got two options. One, I can go get my own attorney, right? Or two, I can join the association. We don't call it a union in Nebraska. It's an association because we're not allowed to strike. And so, by being a part of that, I've got some legal protection if I'm accused, whether it's falsely accused or not. I've got legal protection to a point. Now, if I do something that's wrong and gets me arrested and whatever, there's possibility I won't get that legal protection, but at least I've got some sort of, support if something would happen to me. And I pay for it too,
Right. You're a teacher, and there's teachers union here and all that. Yeah, I get that.
They also handle the negotiations, and I've been I've been our local president before, and vice president and secretary. I did that over 20 years, and I've seen how they also work in the negotiations end of it, and then also working with Department of Ed and local school districts to make sure that everything's fair across the board for everyone. Right. So you can do it for that if you want to, but it has not been a negative experience. I'll just tell you that right now. And if it was, I would tell you guys, because I wouldn't have stayed a member. Right.
Well, that's what I was saying. With a lot of unions, get back to what Night Strike and Guns and Barbecue. The whole everything's been outsourced. Everything's going overseas. We'd rather go get it from a local store, maybe pay a little more, and I bet you the quality might be better depending on the product. Doesn't matter. Walmart and all the big chains have taken over because everything's been outsourced. Now you got to look at a bigger picture. Is once everything does start coming back to America, yes, we can say American made, and people are going to charge a higher price. But if everything's made here, guess what happens? Competition. It's just like world competition. If you're looking for an American made product and you have 15 choices on the same product made in America, aren't it gun manufacturers? Think about it. Of course we can't talk about it now because prices, but when it comes to normal times, look at Taurus, man, they make some really good guns at affordable prices, and you see where I'm coming from. So that's kind of how I look at it. We need to bring the jobs back here, but I think at first it'll be a little sketchy, but
once things subside and calm down, I can see a lot of used and a lot of new firearms that were bought during this whole situation being offloaded, because some people decide, well, I bought this, but I don't think I really need it, so I want to sell it. You're going to see a lot of that.
Yeah, but they're going to be crazy. I spent $1,000 on this, and you want to give me $500?
Yeah, market value.
Well, yeah, because PSA's got them for $4.99, so take it or leave it, bro. Hey, Nice Strike, I got a jet, man. All right,
well,
we'll talk to you later, bud.
Then I guess now is a good time to start closing it up. So, Travis, go ahead and give us your outro.
Just guys, make sure you check out everybody on the panel this evening. Some of them have YouTube channels and they have great content. Otherwise, Nice Strike, thank you for the invite, man. I appreciate it.
All right.
Later,
all right,
Travis.
guys.
Later, guys. Take care.
All right, guys. Let's wrap this up. Armament, go ahead and give us your outro.
Nothing. Look for us on YouTube. That's about it. I barely Facebook and Twitter or any of that anymore because I'm working a lot. But we do have some videos that are in the process, and we just don't put enough of them out. So, but anyway, thanks. Thanks for the invite. Good hanging out, brother.
All right. Guns and Barbecue, go ahead and give us your outro.
Well, you were worried about me just railing the chat tonight, but I think I did pretty good.
There were other people that did that for you.
But no, I just put out a video today on doing spare ribs with no wrapper and no spritz on them. So if you're interested in rib that has a really good bark on it, you might want to check that out. And thanks for having me.
So Guns and Barbecue, did you ever find your tongs that your kid took?
Nope. He's like a dog. He'll just hide stuff and
go bury it.
Pretty much. But like he'll go put it in the back of a cupboard somewhere, and you'll say, "Go find your cup," and then he'll just go pull it out of a random cupboard. And you're like, "Oh my gosh!"
How old is he?
Burying a bone.
Showing the ribs. He goes, I'd rather pick them up with some tongs, but I'm using this big spoon because my kid stole my tongs.
He was running around with them. I didn't think anything about it. I was like, no big deal. He's not going to hurt anything. And then they were gone. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
All
so,
right.
How old is the kid?
He'll be 2 in September.
All right. Jason, give us your outro.
Hey, it's good to talk to you, man. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, Thanks for showing up, Jason. I really appreciate it, man. So, 2 Live Moo, go ahead and give us your give us the moo.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I don't do any of them.
Okay. All right.
Actually, I have Instagram and Facebook. Oh, is Travis back?
Oh, I just had a quick question for Night Strike when we get done. We're trying to go live over on John's podcast right now.
Yes, what's wrong?
Are we limited how many people can stream live at a time?
No, it should just work.
Because it says all streamers are busy right now.
Do we get to
All right, I'll look at it. I'll look at it as soon as we end this one.
All right, sounds good, man. It's all good.
So, all right,
cool.
Guys, we're heading out here. So check out store.guntube.org if you want some GunTube swag to help out. GunTube Chamber continuing to run and the website. Other than that, we'll get out of here. You guys take it easy, and thank you all for listening. This was Hit or Miss. Shut up, be infringed.
Tuesday nights, 9:00.
God bless America.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.